So I've been doing a little more work on my Sazabi here, and I got done these pipes. You'll remember I painted them and added a top coat, but then I also went and I did the lines on here, and I pretty much did it the same way I did the lining in the cannon here, and then I just cleaned it up with some water and a toothpick, and it worked out pretty good. But I also went ahead and started building one of the feet here. As you can see, I had a lot of detail down here. That was all done in the same way I did the cannon here, with the watered down paint, and it worked pretty well, I have to say. I'm especially impressed with in there. All I did was apply the wash down in there, and you get these lines that run down these grooves that are made in the plastic. I thought that was a really nice touch. You may also notice here there's a little silver bit. It's part of a piston, but I decided to give it a little bit of silver paint to give it more detail. You may see it better in this one. This is the beginning of the other foot. Now, I also went ahead and built one of the arms, including the hand. But as you'll see here, this is some of that gunmetal plastic, and I've also done some pistons in there too with that silver. And the silver I used was from this plated silver Gundam marker. It's a very nice silver, and I'm going to show you how you can go about doing pistons like these. And I have here half of one part of the other arm, and as you'll notice, this is how it looks unpainted. And you'll see here that that part of the piston is not silver like it is on this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to shake up the marker a little bit, and then all you got to do is keep getting a little bit of the silver here on your brush. Keep going at the marker like this, and you'll get enough paint on there. Now, you just add it wherever you think it needs it. And that's really all there is to it. Nice silvery paint right there. This is a much more effective way of using Gundam markers than trying to apply the paint with the marker tip. You do that and you risk having this paint spill all over the place, and that's not good. Trust me. Now, to clean off your brush, you're going to want to use either a proper paint thinner, or what I use is isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and that works pretty well. All I do is I just quickly dip my brush in there and let the thinner sit on the brush for a minute, and then I just rub it off. and then rinse off the brush with water. You may need to go at it a couple times, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the idea anyway. That turns out looking pretty good. And so now I give to you the high grade 1/44 scale Sazabi. Yeah, not really. Now I've been jumping around with some of the construction, not exactly following the manual in order, and I went ahead and I did the beam tomahawk here. Detailed it up. And it's worth noting that the black in the middle here is actually painted. And I also gave it a clear gloss top coat, just to sort of match, you know, these parts here, and to help protect the paint. Now, what I used for this top coat is actually this Pledge Future floor polish stuff. I learned about this from Lazarus. I believe that's how you pronounce the name, but I'll have it linked up somewhere. And anyway, he showed different ways in which to use this stuff on Gundam models. So I got it, and I found out you could also use it as a top coat. It protects the paint very well. And all you gotta do is brush it on. It's very watery, so all you'll need to do is just dip your brush quickly in there, get off some of the excess, then you just take the part you have and apply it on there. And that's really all there is to it. And it's very slow to dry though, so you'll want to let it sit for at least a good hour before you go messing with it or adding more coats. So you just clean your brush off with a good amount of water, rinse it off a few times, wipe it off on something like this, paper towel or whatever, and should be clean and ready to go. Just another little tip, and I'll be sure to come back with some more of these as I go about the build.